Hey guys, so people that follow me know I got spiritually attacked 2 nights ago. Almost had me a heart attack from an attack, a spiritual attack. A guy did something to my heart. Anyway, damn near died in the middle of my sleep. Watched the video. It's real soon before this one. Anyway, got some new information, and here we go. So yesterday when I woke up, it's just normal. And I can't remember right now what it was yesterday. I think it was some dreams, lesson dreams I had to have. Then, and all day yesterday, nearly dying really freaked me out because I'm going to start off here. So when I had the heart attack, I went into myself and I'm looking at myself. And at one point, Christ was holding my innocence. Holding my innocence. My innocence is connected to the soul and physical me. He's connected. He goes right into the light. Like he's wrapped around the light or something. And he's talking. And he's talking to Christ about what happened. He said, and I'm like, all my me, the me of my soul goes right down. I'm looking. Christ is here holding my innocence. I'm coming down like I'm being pulled, like I'm coming out. My heart's going, and I can see my heart here, and I can see the light underneath it, and my innocence of Christ. And it's all coming down and it's being held on with just like a fine strand of energy. And I'm like, I'm almost dead. So if I would have let go right there, like right there, I was right on the edge. Right on the edge. If I would have let go, Christ sucked me back in. I sucked myself back in. I don't know. And I'm back in. And I'm looking. And that right there. And I'm looking at Christ. I can see my wife. I can see Christ's house all around me. I can see Christ. I can see other people up high coming in. My wife ran away. She's crying with Christ's wife. My kids are there screaming and yelling. I can see it all. And it's just like opening your eyes into reality. But you're opening your eyes into this reality. And I open my eyes up into this reality. Okay? The spirit world where I am. My soul is. And I'm being taken care of by Christ when I had this experience. So, I opened my eyes into this world from a dream I was having that almost killed me. But it didn't. The dream didn't kill me. The dream probably saved my life. My innocence was saying, Rich saved me. Meaning the ego Rich saved. Because whoever was trying to kill me was trying to kill my innocence. And he got fucked up because of what I did in the dream. And the dream was about me and a friend seeing a Sasquatch and getting afraid. Anyway, after that was all over, that screwed me up all day. I was hanging there. Like, I was a millimeter away from letting go and staying where I was. Christ stands up. I go, hey, guess I'm dead. Just like that. Just like that. I never would have woke up into reality if I would have let go right there. But I didn't. And that freaked me out all day. So guys, just live, man. Just get to living. Because there's a fine veil between you and death. Anyway. That freaked me out all day. I was determined to get this son of a bitch because this is hanging over me. Christ is hanging it over me. He's saying I can't put information out because it'll compromise and it'll. If I bring information out about this guy and what Christ tells me I can do whatever I want with the information, but Christ says, for your best interest, don't say a goddamn thing on the internet because probably the people that try to kill you are on the internet watching your fucking videos, so don't give them any information. He gives me all the information, but I don't want to fucking die. Alright, so until he gives me the clear, I ain't saying a goddamn thing. So that screwed me up all day. That pissed me off because I like to tell you guys stuff, and I don't want to forget it before and I still ain't gonna say it until. And I can't. It's not good for me to mock the demons and call them, you know, ankle biters and stuff like that, because it pisses them off. So they come after you. But I do it anyway. Whatever. So, it's fucking deep. After that, right after that, before I was even back in my body, Christ was moving me back to St. Lucian in a certain place, in probably his place, to keep an eye on me and keep me safe. They sent out, I saw 3 Christs at least, and at least one type of night security guard guy, investigator guy. They sent out that. Now there's probably more looking for this guy. I gave him all my information. So that's what happened all day. Last night I went to bed. I had a stupid dream. Woke up from it. And it was a good dream. I mean, it wasn't totally stupid. It was a lesson dream. And I wanted to make a video about it. And I figured I'd remember. But then the second half of the night, I had this dream. So in this dream, I don't remember the dream too much at all. I was walking around town doing stuff, buying things, walking around with my friends and stuff. Not in St. Lucian, but here in reality town. Stuff like that. But I was reliving back when I was a teenager. All my friends, all the people I was dreaming about in this town were my friends. And they were friends from back when I was a teenager in this town. In the dream. And there was 4 of them. And each one of them at one point in time was pissed off with me, right? And I'm going and I dream of each one of them and they're all mad at me. But they always let it go and we get on, we carry on with life. Well, this one guy, in each set of my friends, there was 4 friends, I'm not giving out names, we all used to hang out together. And they'd all get mad at me at one point and I'd get mad at them at one point, you know, just friends. And they let it all go. But there was this one guy, while I was hanging out with each one of my friends that were mad at me. So I had 4 guys that were mad at me. They were my friends. And I saw them mad at me. And I'd be bitching, we'd be fighting, and then we go, all right, yeah, whatever, well, let's drop it. And then, but while I was hanging out with them, there was one guy in the background. He'd be out in the middle of nowhere walking around. And I see him coming at me, and he'd walk by me, and he's like staring at me just like that. And the whole time, from way on the other side of the parking lot, he just starts staring at me. And there's people walking around, and I'm locked eyes with him, and he just stared at me and walked by each time with each of those 4 friends. And I never really caught it because I was caught up in the drama of my friends. I was caught up in the drama of my friends. So, I was in a bookstore. The last part of the dream. I was in a bookstore in a dream. And I turn around and the guy's down the hall at the end of the bookstore. And a bookstore means something too. Knowledge, school. Which is what it is. Anyway. I see him way down there, and all of a sudden I Christ up. I Christ up, you know, peace, light, love. But I'm all mellow. You know, I'm with Christ, no fear, fuck it. And he's looking at me, and he's just standing in the back of the fucking library, going, staring at me. And I feel, okay, don't panic, Christ out, get ready to fight. Right? He touches you, fucking kick his ass like you never kicked anything's ass. And that's what I'm going to do if he fucking does anything to me. And so I'm all mellow and peace and love. I ain't putting out the bad vibes. And I'm trying. I saw him. I know what's going on. This fucking guy's out to kill me, stab me, shank me, whatever. I know it's real. I know it's coming. But I ain't gonna have no fear. But as soon as he fucking does any movement, I am gonna knock his teeth out before he touches me or not. Because I ain't getting shanked and then I have to fight. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. So, and I know what to do in the dream. No fear. I'm Christ. It's all good. But I'm aware that I'm going to have to throw down and stomp his brain into a mud puddle, alright? And that's where I'm at. This guy, I just feel he wants me dead. I just a feeling he wants me dead. I'm going to stomp him into a mud puddle. If he fucking makes one move. So I start walking back towards him. He starts walking towards me. And I'm like, dragging my finger along the books. You know? And all of a sudden, he walks up. He walks by me. And as he's walking by, I'm looking at the books here. He's walking by me here. And as he's walking by me, his stare from his head follows me as he walks by, and he stares right in my head. And then I just turn around and I watched him leave, make sure I didn't get shanked, and that was it. I woke up. As soon as I woke up, I went to the bathroom. I came back here, I was sitting at the computer, and I didn't even realize what the fuck happened at the time. I realized this. I didn't realize anything. I realized, because I've been spent 7 years. As soon as I wake up, I have to release, let all the energy go, let all the connections go, close up, and then I can wake up and do my thing, because all the voices are gone. If I don't do that, I hear voices all day, and I'm exposed to the spirit world. So that's my routine. Every time I wake up, go to the computer, sit, release, let go, get up, and start moving around. That closes me up. I'm locked into the illusion. I'm locked into reality again. If I don't do that, I'm open, and I'm seeing the spirit world. So that's what I did, and I focused on that. And all of a sudden I go, oh shit! I just realized that guy was staring at me. And I was getting ready to fight him. I go, I bet you that's the fucking guy who grabbed my innocence. Jesus is already fucking flying down. I go, Christ consciousness. But the energy just fucking sucks in, like, at this point. The energy just goes, energy comes in of Christ consciousness. I'm in Christ bubble. There's a little, the back chakra there, right between your shoulder blades, there's a little hole. I just go, whoop, Christ comes in. The entity Christ, like I'm damn near channeling Christ. He comes in, my back, right up into my head, right to my innocence. What happened? And I told him the dream. And as I'm telling him, I go, there's four of my friends from my past, and they were angry with me. And I didn't really understand what happened at this point in the dream. I'm just waking up and adding them together. And I go, there's 4 guys in my past, and they were angry with me. I go, check them out, and I gave him the names. And he goes, but there was something else. There was one more guy. He just kept staring at me. Every time I was with my friends, and I'm fighting with my friends, this other guy came around, he was staring at me. And Chris goes, well, who was that guy? I go, I don't know. I don't fucking know the guy. He had like really short hair. Not like a buzz cut, but short hair. And he looked like he was 19 years old, skinny. And anyway, I go, that's what he looked like. You know, all of a sudden, I realized I went back to the dream. And I'm reliving the guy staring at me as he walked by. And I remember, I go, Jesus, get ready. And he goes, what do you mean? I go, I'm taking you to him now. Jesus goes, says out a code word. Fucking other Jesuses come flying in. And before even they come flying in, I'm right beside the guy who walked by me. I willed myself to the guy who walked by me in the dream. Jesus fucking freaks out. He freaks out. He goes, and he jumps the guy. And all I hear is, we just want to ask you questions and stuff like this. Who are you? What are you doing here? And the guy started fighting back. The more he fought back, Christ grabs him. They take him away, and I can hear him fighting, and all the Christ fighting. There's Christ all around. And as this is happening, more Christs show up. More security guards, more investigators, wives, kids, daughters, grandma, they're all coming. And my head is going, and I can't hear a fucking thing. I'm just going nuts in my fucking head. I'm like, good, goodbye, fuck you, I'm out of here. I can't, my brain is like the church bells from fucking 40 church bells ringing in my head. I go, I am fucking losing my mind. I go, that's it, you got him, good, tell me what happens later on. So I get on the computer here, I'm doing a reverse speech, trying not to think about it, letting go, moving the energy so it quiets down. Christ is in there, juice in my head. Juice is a special energy. Christ, he puts his hands in your back, he puts his hands in your body, and he pushes he releases his energy out of his hands. It comes up, and it's like cream like a cream you put on a burner. Well, he puts this energy in your head. It's like a cream. It just coats your head like Pepto-Bismol, and it coats your head, and you can't hear nothing. It just takes everything. It turns you. It makes you sleep. And so I'm all mellowed out. The voices are gone. Everything. And I let go. Did my routine. And so at about an hour and a half ago, they're all screaming at me again. I don't know where. I'm doing my reverse speech. They're all screaming at me. It was about 6 hours since I woke up from that. 6 hours later, they're all screaming at me. I can hear, Rich, you gotta sleep. And I'm taking noise. They go, no, you gotta sleep. The jury wants your dream. You gotta tell the dream. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is important. So I lay down, throw in my earplugs. Turns out I gotta tell my story of the dream I had, my ego, not what happened to what my innocence experience. Because whoever it was, the guy they got, attacked my innocence, not my heart. My heart, my ego saved my innocence. My soul saved my innocence. And I was dreaming about Bigfoot. And it wasn't a bad Bigfoot. Doesn't mean it was a bad Bigfoot. I was dreaming about Bigfoot. Bigfoot scared me, which probably made me react and save my innocence. Do you see how this shit works? Right through the spirit, right to the soul, right to the innocence. Big perfection. Whatever happened from my dream to my soul, from the Bigfoot make me scared, from the Bigfoot making me scared in the dream, to my soul reacting, and me reacting, my soul reacted, saved my innocence, which I don't know anything about what my innocence experienced, but I know the heart attack I fucking had, and it damn near killed me. And my innocence said, Rich, save me, which means the ego, the soul, saved my innocence. Christ is now giving me shit, telling me I gotta tell him my dream. So I go over my dream. There's like a judge and some persecutors and prosecutors and all these things. The guy is not there. He's not allowed. I just gotta give my statement. So my soul, my innocence, he gives his statement of events. Maybe my soul, I don't know. I didn't hear that part. But then they wanted from my ego. And I go, I'm not supposed to talk. Christ said it's okay for you to talk now because I'm fixing it so where you don't have no links. I'm like, okay. So I lay down, give them my interpretation. I just give them what happened in the dream. And they went to certain points in the dream. And certain point of the dream was, I'll give you one. It was like, when you were swimming back, and you had your heart attack, and you started screaming for help because you couldn't swim anymore, was the Sasquatch there? And I go, no, I just had my hand up towards the shore. Help me, help me, help me. I didn't see no Sasquatch. And that's what they wanted to know. Very fine, detailed stuff of the dream. And I'm like, no, I didn't see no Sasquatch. But I was pulled. Something grabbed me, grabbed all of the hole, but not physical. I couldn't feel any hand. It was just like an energy grabbed me and pulled me to the shore. And I started going to the shore when I woke up. And that's when I saw my innocence screaming for Christ. My heart was fucking pounding. And I was lost in my fucking head. They tried, and then they wanted to know what I saw when I woke up. Was I still dreaming when I woke up? Or when I woke up, was I just seeing in the soul world? And I told him I was just seeing the soul world. The dream ended right there. I had no more dream. Because I was juiced, man. My heart was fucking pounding. And I was trying, and I saw myself hanging on to, like, I told him, I go, I have no recollection what happened before I woke up. That was on a whole different, and my spirit said, and I told him, my innocence said that, my innocence told me it was on the other side of the dream. And so I had no recollection what the fucking innocence, my innocence was dreaming, experiencing under my dream. So imagine, there's a line from your head. You're dreaming here, and below your head is your innocence, right? He's having his own experience. So whatever happened was under here. I didn't see it here. Imagine there's a veil between your brain and your soul and your spirit, which there is, which you gotta break. If you want to see from your spirit, you gotta break into your thing, into your head, which is in all my videos, but I don't know if anybody watches them or not. Anyway, they wanted to know specific things like that. So they were going to prosecute him. They all disappeared. All the judges and things and lawyers or whatever they were. I don't know how it runs there. It's sort of like here when you go to a judge and a grand jury and all that. It's sort of like here, but I guess they said the kid's keeping secrets. He's not talking about who, what, when, or why. Christ did tell me that he was working for somebody, so he was an assassin. So whoever this somebody was sent this guy out to kill me, or take my innocence and hold it hostage, or take it away. To abduct it, take it. That's what he said. He didn't say anything else. He didn't say who he was, who he's working for, the name of people's, or anything like that. I'm not allowed to tell it. I'm not even allowed to put this video out. And he told me right before I made this video, you can't make a video. And I go, well, look, I got to make the video. When you tell me I can post it, then I'll post it. Until then, I won't post it. And I still can't post the fucking other secrets that, well, the enemies of Christ. He don't want me to talk about, which he told me I'm not allowed to say it. But people who are into this shit and know this shit, they know. They know. Don't you? Anyway. He's keeping secrets. My God, don't say that. I wrote down right here who the real bad guys are. Well, they're not bad. Christ can kick their ass, but they might kill me in the process. But Christ will still kick their ass. These guys, I can't even fucking look at that or I'll say it. So, that's where I stand now. They said tomorrow morning they're going to tell me, tomorrow morning they're going to do the sentencing of the kid, or yeah, I don't know. As I find out more, I'll write it down. Okay. So this video, I can't post it, but I'm going to keep it until I can post it. You know? Tell you what happened. But see, if I post it now, and I tell you everything I just told you, if it is coming from somebody on YouTube, then they know that they caught the guy and they're next. So I can't post it, right? It's like that. Alright guys, later. Did that make sense there? So if I release this video, then if it's somebody out there watching this on YouTube who sent his little grunt out to get me, then I'll say it on the YouTube. They'll know that their thing has been captured, and they'll take defense and preparations to get out of Dodge, so Christ can't catch them. So I can't say anything. I can't put this out on video. That's what I'm saying. Okay, later guys. Hey guys. Okay, I'm cleared to tell you. Yay. Okay, it's part 2 to the dream. So, I don't know how to say it. I started talking to Christ. Christ had things to report about the kid that tried to kill me, and I wrote him. I was laying in bed because I had to move energy. Christ started talking and said he had an update on the kid, and he started telling me stuff. He said that the kid, I call him a kid, he's like 19, 20 years old, I mean, from what I can see, said that he tortured many people And so I wasn't the only one that the kid tried to kill. Then, or torture or whatever. Cray said, he discovered me from a psychic transfer from a human. And I'm like, well, and he goes, probably from your YouTube videos. That's what Cray said. And I'm like, well, okay, so now the person that was watching my YouTube videos, whoever it was, or Facebook, this guy is hooked up to you, and he got my name from you in a psychic transfer from you. Now, you may not be his owner or sending him off to do this, but I think he got my name through you. That's what Christ said, from a psychic transfer. And he then says, you should be, he did this to a bunch of other people. Christ said, you should be proud of yourself for stopping it, for catching this guy. And then he said, I'm like, yeah, well, of course, whatever. He said, you showed you can handle yourself. You know, all I was doing was dreaming. So maybe on a different level, I showed I can handle myself, I guess. All I remember is a damn dream. What my soul did, I don't know. So, he said, eventually they'll find out who he worked for. So he basically, he was working with somebody. Now, if that had to do with the person he got the psychic transfer from, it could be two different things. I don't know. I have to get the report in the morning what they're going to do to this kid, and probably a lot more they're going to say. But I got some cool stuff today. Hold on. It's going to be a big video. Cray said he started doing this to people 2 years ago. And he's been attacking, torturing. He started doing this 2 years ago, and it was last Christmas, like the Christmas we just had, 2018 to 2019. That Christmas that he started on me, and Christ wants to know why. Okay, it has to do with the psychic transfer from one of you guys. JC said he killed. I got up, spent another afternoon hanging out. I woke up. I went back to sleep. They found out more information. JC said he killed 3 people, actually murdered them. He goes, Christ said, he murdered 3 people, just like he did to you, but you didn't die. You thwarted it and caught him. But the 3 people that died, he killed 3 people, like he did to me. And he has committed countless atrocities and torture on the living humans. So, you know, rape, manipulation, torture, whatever. There you go. So you're laying in bed at night and something's screwing you, but it's a ghost. It's one of these guys. Okay, so I'm standing then. I lay down. Chris has more information with me. I lay down, put my earplugs in, got my little recorder. This is how I get all this information. Got my little recorder. Christ said, this guy keeps saying this other words, so Christ wanted me to go to the jail. I'm like, I ain't going to no jail. I'm going to will myself to the kid, and I'm going to be fucked all. He goes, you can't. And we're going to take you to jail, and we want you, because we're running out of, basically, I think Christ can't get the guy to say anything. So maybe by me going there, I'll trigger him to start talking. And it worked. And so I'm and I was afraid, because whenever I see something, I will myself to it. And he goes, you can't. He goes, you you won't be allowed to will yourself. And I'm like, he goes, come on, I can't describe it to you. He goes, you got nothing to be afraid of. And I let Christ right in me. And I go, I can't see anyway. I can't see nothing. He goes, you just got to go. I'm all right. So I'm standing there. We get to this jail, and there's a clear box. A clear box. It's like he's in a plexiglass clear box. My first initial seeing of him. And so I'm standing there with Christ, and he's in this clear box. It's like a box, but he's in the middle of the box sort of thing. Anyway, as soon as he saw me, he starts screaming at me, and he's saying, he knew me in a sandbox. Christ said he knew me in a sandbox. That's what he said. Before I met the guy, Christ said, we don't know what that means, that he knew you in a sandbox. And I'm like, I have no idea. And he goes, Christ is like, the guy's insane. He's literally fucking out to lunch. And they don't know what he's saying, so they want me to come see if they can get something off him by me triggering him. So he's saying that he knew me in the sandbox. JC don't know what he's insane. So, okay, so I'm at the jail. I'm standing there, and he says to me, and he sees me, and he starts saying over 10 times that locusts mind you, locusts mind you, locusts mind you, locusts mind you. And JC don't know what that means. They didn't know what that meant. That's what the kid was saying to me. Then he went fucking nuts again. And I was watching a kid, and he was changing into different people. Changing, like bouncing around his fucking cage, just going crazy. And then he'd stop, sit in the corner. And then he'd get up and start changing. And he'd change, his faces would change. Like instantly, different people. And this guy was just running around in the box, in the plexiglass cage, just bouncing around, going crazy. And then found out I asked Christ, well, what is he? Was he like a ghost, or is he a programmed archon type thing? And he goes, no, he's an actual person that was in a body, a spirit that was in a body. And he goes, we don't know nothing. We barely know anything about this. We don't know who did this to him. We don't know. We want that guy too, because this guy murdered 3 people. He's insane. He murdered 3 people, and they have to go do all their judging, and is he guilty of what's he guilty of, what's he not guilty of, they have a lot more work to do to find out. And so they want me to go there and so anyway, you know what I mean, trigger him to get more information out of him, because he ain't talking. They say he barely, and I basically, he's in this plexiglass box, and so I'm intrigued by this fucking box now. So I go, can I reach out and touch it, this box? And he goes, yep, you can go reach out. And I go, if I can will myself in, and I won't go in. He goes, nope. And so basically I reached out and touched it, and it was like plexiglass. That's what it felt like, man. And I tried to push my hand in, my soul hand, and I couldn't do it. Then I had my hand against the glass, and I tried to will my hand in, because I can go through skins, like earth skins. It's like stuff like that. Like one time Christ grounded me. He said, you're grounded, as a threat to try to intimidate me to buckle to his words. This is a long time ago. And he goes, you're grounded. And I go, oh yeah. And so he's sitting there watching, and I just willed myself away, right through the walls and the skins, and they had to go and catch me. So I know that I can just will myself through these fucking things. It took me a while to figure out how to do it, but I did it eventually. And now I'm like really good at it. I'm probably going to do other things, but I don't know yet, because I haven't experienced it in the body yet. But anyway, I couldn't put my fucking hand in. It was weird, man. I tried willing it now. And I go, and then I realized that this plexiglass cage that he was in was really, really thick. And he goes, Craig said, yeah, he's up to, that glass you see is actually 6 feet thick. Box that he's in, more or less a box. He's in the middle of a box, and the box is 6 feet thick. and it's like plexiglass, and he can't get in. And I go, well, how do you keep him in there? Because I can will myself through shit. And I go, how do you make it so? He goes, don't worry about that. And I'm like, well, fuck, I want to know, right? He goes, you're never gonna know, so don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, I get it. Yeah, security and shit and crazy secrets and stuff. So, and I ain't gonna blow it all out of proportion. I'm like, whatever, all right, I get it. And then he goes, I go, well, how big? I go, this guy's got to stay in here forever? And he goes, no, not forever, and just until we know about him, and then we're gonna send him off to the fucking another place, and they're gonna do all their stuff. But he's never getting out. He goes, he's never getting out. He's gonna go from this cage to another cage, and he's never getting out. Not for a long time. You'll be dead and have 10 lives again on the earth before he even gets anywhere. And I'm like, holy shit. And like, he has to spend his whole life in this box. And Christ goes, he don't even know he's in a box. I'm like, how come he's such in the middle of the box? Like, in the exact middle. And he goes, well, the plexiglass that you're looking at is 6 feet thick. 6 feet thick. I go, it is? And so I'm looking, I guess it was. And then he goes, the guy in there, I go, how's he stay in there? Because I go, what? He goes, he's not actually in there. And he's not actually out. He's stuck in the middle. And I go, really? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, he's not really there. And he's not really outside of it. And he's not really inside of it. And I'm like, holy shit. And he goes, it takes too long to explain. So, and I go, I get it. I get something. I'm feeling something. Like the mechanics or whatever of it. And he goes, okay, so, which was really interesting. That's like time, space, dimensional door stuff or something, man. Cool. I feel it, though. Anyway, he said this glass can go up to 11 feet thick. Goes up to 11 feet thick, and nothing can get out of it. Nothing. And I'm like, really? And he goes, nope, nothing. Nothing we encountered, nothing that we've encountered so far that was bad, that was put into this stuff, can get out. And it's not actually in there, and it's not actually out free. It's not free, and it's not in the box. And he goes, but it ain't never gonna go. So I think this thing, this box is covered in this. This is mine. This is not what Christ said, but I'm feeling it. This box that he's in is in this tier, in this tier of Christ. But this box is also in all the other tiers. You get what I'm saying? Or all the tiers that this guy can't get to, up to where the tiers that he can't get to, on different dimensionals. And the matrix, he goes, the compounds or the matrix of the glass, it's see-through, but it's not actually see-through. He goes, you can look at this and shift, and you'll just see a gray, black wall with hundreds, he goes, different lines on it and everything. He didn't say that, I'm sorry. This is what I'm feeling. And it's all different matrices of compounds, all the way through up to 11 feet. But I'm looking through 6 feet, he said. They're keeping this guy in 6 feet of fucking glass, compoundy, multi-dimensional glass stuff that to me feels like plexiglass in my brain. Okay, so which blowing me away because I love this shit. I love the UFO multi-dimensional spiritual tiers and how they work things and make all this shit. And I want to learn it. But Grace ain't gonna tell me, so anyway, but I feel it already, so I actually know it inside my heart. In my heart right now, I know this shit. I know it all. But I ain't brought it to my head, so my head learns, triggers my heart. My heart hears it, and goes in my head, and I'm like, oh, there's something there. Just like the table of blocks or whatever the fuck is called. What are they called? The periodic table things and the notes I gave to Christ to build that cool thing. Anyway, so the information's here in my heart, my spark. I can feel it now. Right now as I'm talking, I can feel it. The aspect of the cage that he's in. But I gotta bring it to my head and see it totally, the mechanics of how it works in the spirit worlds. Wow. Okay, so then I started talking to the security guard, and he's the security guard that's there. Looks like a military guy, just like a military standing there, but he has no gun. And as I'm talking to Christ, he's going, "Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who does this guy think he is?" Right? Christ goes, "This guy caught that guy," and he goes, "Oh," and he just shut up. I'm like, "Yeah, bitch." There you go. I'm like, "Yeah." You know, how many times you got beat down by a cop, right? Or arrested or abused by a cop, or just they treat you like a piece of shit. In the spirit world, my ego's going, "Yeah, bitch, how do you like that?" Grace is telling you what and where. So I got off on that. Just like a little bit of revenge. He just shut up. And he goes, "Don't worry, kid. He ain't going nowhere. They never get away." Ever. I'm like, good. Keep that fucker locked up. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty cool. Got my little in there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it I've had so far. But then I ended up talking about stuff with this girl, but I don't remember it. There was a girl there, and she was congratulating me on all this stuff. And I'm like, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I thank my soul, my spirit, my mom. Now I know in my head, because of my tragedy I had, okay, where I get ripped my skins and I healed them, so I'm exposed in the spirit world. So I got this special insight, and my ego could traverse the ego planes and dream space, pop these fucking criminals, because my mom knows where all the criminals are that are hurting the rest of people. They can't do nothing until I get hurt or in contact or pushed or shoved or something. That's why I have these fucking heart attacks. As soon as I have the little heart attack, mom knows it. Mom reinforces it to make sure I'm okay. The creator, mom, the creator, the spark inside me, she's guiding me unknowingly to all these bad guys. The bad guy goes, "Get him!" Reaches in my heart, gives me a heart attack. I'm hooked up to Christ. Christ flies in and nabs the fucker. It's a perfect win-win, man. Mom takes me there. I have a little punch in the face. Just a little punch. I'm not dead. I'm strong as a fucking ox. Well, not really, but I am. Spiritually, my heart. I've been through a hell of a lot worse than this guy gave me. A hell of a lot worse than this guy gave me. Okay, he may have stopped my heart for a second, but I've had a hell of a lot worse. By a hell of a lot worse. And anyway, that was when I was fucking younger. I tell you, what happened to me when I was younger, if that happened to me now, fuck, I'll be dead. I'll be dead the first time. When the fucking aliens came and I passed out from my heart pumping so hard, I passed out from fear and my heart pumping so hard, I'd be dead tonight if that happened to me. I know I would. I'm hoping I wouldn't. But goddamn. I don't think I could do like 300 of those nights again, man. But anyway, mom puts me in these positions of the bad guys. The bad guys grab me. Christ can't do nothing until the guy assaults me or abuses me. He can't do nothing. So I'm there beside the bad guy. The guy's walking at me through the bookstore. And he already tried to stop my heart. I find him walking through a bookstore staring at me. I will myself up to beside him, awake in consciousness in my brain, and I see him standing beside me. Christ is already in me. I go, "Christ, this is the guy," which I just told you about in this last video. He swings down, grabs him, boom! 3 more Christ, a security guard, everybody just swarm this guy. Fucking haul him off. cleaning up the astral plane, I guess. One by one by one. Now, I'm trying, as the more skilled I get, the bigger the bad guys. I don't know, that guy with the fucking laser that shot me and jolted my whole spirit body. He damn near killed me. They caught him, put him away. They got bigger guns they were using. So, this is what I'm doing. This is what my life consists of now. I mean, I hope it fucking changes. The more I heal, I can go out and do things and get a fucking normal job, maybe. I don't know what's coming in the future. Pretty crazy, though. Anyway, enough about that. So far, there's still a couple things I'm not allowed to talk about. Who they thought he might have been associated with. I'm not allowed to talk about that. And I know they're listening to me right now, inside me listening, making sure I don't say a bad thing that I'm not supposed to talk about. And I ain't talking about it yet. But anyway, this guy ain't even a big guy. It's just what he did was pretty big. This guy ain't even a big guy. I fucking had the monkey dudes follow me. These fucking monkey dudes are fucking intel fucking crazy. I had the laser blaster gang after me. That's crazy, man. Those guys are worse than this damn kid. This kid just reached in and grabbed my fucking heart and jolted it. Or tried to grab my innocence. But actually, I moved from the Sasquatch in my dream or something I just told you about earlier. And he ended up giving me a heart attack. But when I first started this 7 years ago, the Archon was 50 times more intelligent, 50 times more rotten and more powerful than this kid is. This kid gave me one heart attack. The Archon goes, I told him to fuck off, and he goes, you know who you're fucking talking to? Whap! He reaches in my heart, grabs my light, pulls me out of my fucking body. And he goes, you don't fucking talk to me like that. And all of a sudden, my inner light goes, is pulling, and he goes, whoop, right back into my body. He pulled me out of my fucking body. Inner fucking light, the creator. That's when my innocence was born. My innocence born, starts screaming, mommy, 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 mommy. Mom comes down, all powerful fucking creator of the fucking universe. I'm her kid, the spark. I'm her spark. She opens up a fucking door in the blackness, grabs the fucking Archon and says, Rich, do you know what we do to fucking pieces of shit like this? I don't know if she used those words. She opens up the door in the blackness, puts him in the fucking blackness of another dimension or some goddamn thing, closes the door. She goes, it's done. I'm like, holy fuck. And I'm worried about this chump little fucking 19-year-old. I just caught his ass and he's doomed life now. So, you get what I'm saying? The kid is a chump compared to what the fuck's out there. And the things I'm not supposed to talk about are, they want to know if he is working, if he is owned by them, working for them. This kid killed 3 people in his insanity by reaching into their hearts and fucking killing them. I don't know anything more about the people he killed, but Christ told me he murdered 3 people. Alive in the body, like you, when you go to bed at night. Snuff. You don't wake up, the ambulance comes, drags your ass to the fucking morgue. They throw you in the furnace. That's it. And I just stopped this guy. So, hey, I'm going to keep going. Stay tuned. But the worst thing is, every night I go to bed and I'm like, oh, now what? What kind of adventure am I going to go through tonight? So I bring in Christ consciousness, fill me up. I bring in Christ in my back and my chakra. He watches me all night. I got my wife watching me, I got 2 kids watching me, and their friends' friends and friends' friends. So if I'm beautiful making love and having sex, getting it on in a dream, they're all sitting there watching me. Hey, Rich, hey, wow, look at how big it is. See how big it gets? I'm like, oh, holy fuck. I'm hearing this. I wake up and I want to murder everybody because it's so fucking embarrassing. So, do you understand? It's good and bad. Anyway, fuck. It never ends, man. This is my life. But I sure love taking out the bad guys. But I don't actually do nothing. I want to grab them and just beat the fucking shit out of them. But I don't. Christ always nabs them. I'm just the fucking facilitator that ends up where I get the heart attack. Christ comes in and has all the fun. Nah, I don't have no fun. I just get the heart attack. God damn. Anyway, maybe at one point somewhere I'll get to have the fun. But I gotta learn the right way yet. And it's hard to do when you're dreaming or facing a demon. Like the slug one just a while back. It came at me and was stuck on me and was trying to get in me. And I didn't even understand to let Christ out of my heart, let my soul out, reach out and love it with compassion, and then control it and turn it into fucking dust. Because that's what he did. Christ reaches out, grabs it, goes, puts the energy of Christ in it, dust. Just falls to dust. And if there's any ethereal implants holding it together, because you'll take an ethereal implant like this toothpick. Pretend this is an ethereal implant you made. Like that. Toothpick and that. An earplug. You put smarts in it, collects all the energy and fear from everybody, becomes a big giant entity. An archon. So usually in the middle of these demons and archons is an implant that's like a data chip. The heart of the entity. This thing falls out when you take all the energy away, and Christ goes poof, and destroys it. Actually, he takes it back to the lab and gives it to the scientists of Christ to study. Every one of these fucking things, except this kid. This kid was an actual spirit, like you and me, but he went fucking mad. They're trying to figure out all the facts why now. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. This is an hour video. Awesome stuff. And I gotta go. I got 50 seconds. So, Christ consciousness when you go to bed. Bring in Christ. Ask for help, or just bring in Christ consciousness. You ain't gonna be afraid of nothing.